Excellent question, and a deeply nuanced one. The short answer is neither AI art nor human made art is universally better. They're different tools with different strengths and purposes.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Dr. Shivago here, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to this channel. I really appreciate all the support and all the current subscribers and new subscribers. Thank you so much for coming back and viewing my videos. This evening I've discovered a new technique how to share how I develop my cartoons, and it really isn't all that very detailed and specific, but coloring books for the beginners are very simplified, and my cartoons are very Hello Kitty like. I don't want to compare, but yeah, it's very simplistic. Oh, I've got this candle here that was blowing and now it just went off because I was walking around, and it's very melted. I'm going to light it up. So now we are watching, there's no sound because of copyright song infringement, and I don't want that to happen. So I have this up and it's just so peaceful. I kid you not, this candle was only $5 at the Dollar Tree. So we've got our cozy candle going here. Right, let's grab my seat and let's get going here. So this video is about 6 minutes, and I really love that I can share this with you because basically it's a screen recording of how I created this. So each of these characters are basically, let me go ahead and move this screen. So basically I had to recreate Sakura Winter in a black and white format, and I had to do everything over because there were some elements in color that didn't pass through in black and white, and basically I had to recreate Sakura Winter. So let me share with you basically why that happened. So for example, if I'm going to redo something in black and white for a coloring book, it has to be redone, and so that's what it looks like in color. So if I want to change this whole color scene to black and white, I just have to go to the black and white color and click on that. As you can see, it says go ahead and change the color to black and white, and then that's what it looked like. But some of the elements does not pass through as easily because in color I had to use some special effects to make gradients, and gradients don't really it doesn't really transform well through black and white. So you'll have to make it black and white, not gradient, so the gradients again do not go through. So basically that's why that happened. So now with the screen recording, I can share with you how I create my artwork from color to black and white as a coloring book. So let's go ahead and press play here from the very beginning, and I like how it shares this cute little pen tool on the screen. And here I am creating a special geometrical shape, and then I pick the color, and then it changes it to black and white, and I want to create another layer, also create that black and white, and I'm gonna go and do this maybe 2 more times and create different kinds because I don't want it to look so uniform basically. And so I'm gonna go back and create another one, move that down, and then create another one. There you go. Okay, and then change that color to black and white. And I think I do one more. And do the topper. Move that down. Go into my pen tool. Make some scallops. And then that's the top. So in the very top, I'm going to make stars. Okay, and so then I go, okay, that looks great. That looks like a great pine tree full of snow on the top. And then I'm going to stretch it so it looks just like a Christmas tree. My mom actually has a Christmas tree this shape, and it's weird because I've seen an AI how it developed some of my trees, and I was like, no, I don't like that. I erased it. I said, I'm just going to use my own because it was just so weird because I'm just very critical about what I use. So I was basically creating this tree on the outside of the canvas. And so I'm moving back into the canvas so I can collect all of the characters and see which one I want to use with this scene. So now I'm just adjusting the outside of the tree, the parts that I want it to look like. I think I'm going to stretch this very top one, lengthen it a little bit more at the end. Okay, so now I want to create, I don't know what I was doing here. I think I was doing something. All right, going back to the tree. Let's go, girl. Okay, I think I wanted to flip it because it looked weird. I wanted to make it look less uniform. I wanted to make it look, irregular, because not all trees are regular, and it's kind of giving me Dr. Seuss vibes. So now I'm going to create the trunk, and I'm going to arrange it to the back because I don't want this trunk in the front. That's going to look weird. So now it's going to go into the back layer, and then I'm going to, let's see what I do here, move the whole thing away, and I'm going to move all the characters out. I know which character I want to use. Hello, reindeer. And now I'm going to move the tree back into a good spot. And then I'm going to make the bottom foundation. I really liked how the bottom foundation was sort of wavy. And this one was not solid white, so I had to change it to a solid white color, as you can see right here. If it has a red slash on it, that means there's no color.
11 o'clock p.m.
Yeah, 11 o'clock p.m. Way past my bedtime. Okay, so now I'm going, as you can see, it's transparent there. I'm going to change it to solid white, and that's what happens. And I'm going to place the tree in certain areas of the landscape. Did I group this? No, I don't think I grouped it because I wanted to stretch that trunk and place the tree in different parts to make it, for me, I wanted to make it look great. So I flip it just so it doesn't look uniform, and some of them are in the front, some of them are in the back. I chose this one to go in the back also, right there. That looks great. I really actually like this placement. I don't know, this is not the final. I just wanted to show you how I create landscape, and this is just black and white also. If it was color, I would choose each layer here with a different kind of green, but it's winter, so it's gonna be easy. Winter is very simple because you get a lot of blues, a lot of whites, a lot of grays, light grays, a lot of green, like olive green, very light faint greens. Okay, so I just wanted this one to be a little bit more collar here, and then I thought maybe I'd use her, but I didn't like how she was, you know, flying in the sky or hovering above. It didn't look right. So I said, nah, I'm gonna use her. So of course I have to put her in the front, and I arrange it here. And now she's in the front, and it's also this, though she's in the frame and the further in front of the camera lens, if that makes sense. And then, so basically the video is almost ending. I wanted to tell you that that was it. So yeah, so I'm going to save it to my desktop, and the video, I didn't know how to end it. So I think what happens was I figured out how to end the video. So I actually saved it to the desktop. So that's how I decided to screen record this, how I created this. So Illustrator doesn't have like a screen recording in there, but Procreate does, which I really like. But anyways, that's the whole scene. So yeah, I did save it on the desktop, but let's see. That video is a huge file. It's 204 megabytes, but I'm not gonna save it. I'm gonna delete it. But it's great to know how I can show you a screen recording of how I develop something, and not having to save it onto my files, which takes so much room in my hard drive here. Okay, so now we're gonna go back to the scene here. This is not, well, maybe I like it, and I'm gonna do some details on it, like create some snowflakes with this scene. I'm gonna add the reindeer. So see how the reindeer is in the back right there? I have to basically send it to the front, and I arrange it to the front using the object tab, arrange to the front, and see how the reindeer is now in the front, not in the back of the tree. And I want to change the stroke, which is about this much, so the stroke will be somewhat matching her, okay, because it was a lighter stroke. And this reindeer is a little bit big, so I'm going to shrink her down, okay. And I really like how this one is in a different pose, but I'm going to place this one also, object, arrange to the front, and I'm gonna put her and change the stroke again because it has to match everyone. And I'm gonna make her a little bit smaller because she's way in the distance there. There you go. Maybe make her a little bit closer. All right, so now that I have all of these elements, I'm going to add some snowflakes to it. So yeah, I save a lot on my external USB drive and basically in my coloring book. So I'm gonna borrow these snowflakes so I don't have to reinvent the wheel. So Command copy and then go back, and this is in graphic, so I'm going to go back to Illustrator and cancel that and go back to my scene and paste these snowflakes. There you go. There it is. And so basically that's it. It's, you know, I'm going to make some changes. Oops, I have to actually group those. Let me redo that because I have to group that. Grouped, because it's, if I move one, it's going to ungroup it and it's just going to be haywire. So yeah, basically that is how I create the coloring book, and I hope that helps you understand. I think I'm going to make this a little bit more thicker. Yeah, there you go. And I hope it helps you understand, how I create these characters into the coloring book scene. So yeah, that's how I created the scene there. I hope that helps. I hope it helps motivate you to make your own scene and use Adobe Illustrator. Basically, I think it's amazing. There's a lot of details in creating artwork for business and product. There's so many tools you can use. I absolutely love, creating different styles of artwork to make it aesthetically pleasing, and also for my my planning, and how it results in the steps that I make to create such artwork. It takes a lot of practice. It's a game changer when you finally figure it all out and you can create your artwork just as fast with different tools that's available to you. And every process is different, every artist is different, and you learn from failures, you learn from mistakes, and you just keep at it. You just keep at it. You just keep going regardless, because one of these days your artwork is going to hit that. Oh my goodness, see that? Did that not? Okay, I'm just gonna delete this whole thing. See, that's what I'm talking about. It's like I don't have time for that. And so just gonna grab this, and then I can do like copy and then paste 3 times. See? Oh, see that? I gotta be very careful when I move my pen tool, like so. Can't just move the way I want to move. I gotta just. So this process takes a while, and you see how AI generates something so quick, while a human brain is just like, we take time, we have patience. We, if we don't like it, we can change things. AI can only do so much. AI is just, it's so limiting, and as a matter of fact, it'll create a really amazing artwork, but I've seen those videos that make humans look like clones. It's so weird. And then I've seen AI that it's just scary. Anyways, this is how I create it, and I hope this gives you a window of what I do in terms of my artwork and how the process is made. And I'll just go ahead and save this because I really like it. It's very simple. It's very how do you say it, minimalist, and I love it. The only thing that's not minimal is the characters. So the background, it shouldn't be so complicated. It shouldn't be too detailed, so it won't take away from the characters themselves. All right, everyone, Dr. Zhivago signing off. I hope you have a wonderful evening. I hope you had a wonderful July fireworks. And it's so weird doing winter during summertime, but I have to be 2 seasons ahead again.
Really quick. Ugh, this is AI, and it's kind of weird. It kind of warped the snowflakes, and I didn't like that, so I created my own snowflakes.
Okay, so in Illustrator, you gotta go in here, and it opens up AI, and then you ask it, and I asked it winter snowflakes falling forest. Okay. And I asked to do minimum detail, and then color and tone is black and white. Okay. So let's go and generate it. And then it takes a couple of minutes. So you got to be patient. Okay, still waiting. It's about 50 seconds and then another couple of seconds. But yeah. So let me show you exactly what. Okay, here we go. And the result is that did it. Okay, so let me show you. That's Illustrator AI, okay? Okay, let's just, and I did it certain black and white tones, but look. Can you see that? Okay. Can you see that? Can you see that snowflake? That's just distorted. This is my snowflake that I created, and then this one. These snowflakes are distorted. They're not. And look at the trees. That tree is weird. Why would I want to color that? And it just, that tree is weird. It didn't do I just don't like it. And then it gives you different versions. So it gives you that, and it gives you that. Look at those trees. They look jagged. I don't like it.
That's AI sometimes. It just, human versus AI. Sometimes humans win. We win.
Again, thank you guys for coming in and seeing me tune. And again, I'll see you soon. Stay tuned. Dr. Zhivago signing off. I'm past my bedtime. I usually go to bed at 9, but I wanted to finish this video and show you how I do things step by step. But again, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Another video, another day, another dollar. All right, everyone. Love you so much, neighbors. Thank you for subscribing. Please share and like and comment. All right, bye-bye. Oh, and don't forget to visit www.drjivago.us. Some amazing stuff. And these digital downloads will be up on the website. This one especially, I don't want to put it up too soon, but until I finish it. But the fall coloring book is going to be up there. It's already up there, I think. Digital downloads. No, actually it's Pantyland. But if you're interested, if you want to see some digital downloads for fall, I'll have them set up. But I will be opening up again my Etsy shop and putting some digital downloads up there. And hopefully you guys can visit that. I'll have that on my tabs on my website, the Etsy shop, very soon. All right, everyone. I'll see you guys. Bye-bye.